Phrasal verbs with get. Get rid of.
First, let's get rid of that bug in your head.
Are you trying to get rid of me?
I need to get rid of my car.
Get rid of. To remove or delete something that you don't want anymore. I need to get rid of the old clothes in my closet.
Look, Ramona finally dozed off, and I need you to help me get rid of her.
Are you trying to get rid of us?
It's the best way to get rid of the cancer.
Let's get rid of that headache.
But we need to get rid of the royal butler for the night.
We've got to get rid of the old lady.
You gotta get rid of that mustache, because that's against the rules.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta get rid of the old to make way for the new. You know what I mean?
Well, the only way to get rid of dream bunnies is to have them chased by dream puppies.
Puppies?
Wiggling, face-licking puppies.
Get over.
Well, the best way to get over the death of a dog is to get a new one.
Get over the first fear, it's a piece of cake.
Get over. To recover from an illness, a difficult experience, or some disappointing news. She's still trying to get over her breakup with her boyfriend.
Mr. Williams, is it possible to get over the death of a loved one in 7 months?
You have to get over the death of your wife and kids.
Didn't she just get over the flu?
Sheldon, you don't get over the flu in half an hour.
For 3 years, I've been trying to get over the nightmare you two created.
You've got to forgive people before you can get over the hurt.
He'd say anything about me now to get even because he could never get over the fact that I dropped him.
Get along with.
And you get along well with women.
Don't you get along with your mom, Sean?
Get along with. To have a friendly relationship with someone. I don't always get along with my co-workers, but we manage to work together.
My biggest wish is that you all get along well with Jessica.
Aren't I supposed to get along well with my brother's girlfriend? If she's awesome?
How did you get along with your father and mother when you were growing up?
Consider the minority opinion. But try to get along with the majority of opinion once it's accepted.
Oh, you would really get along well with my mom.
Hey, Zoe.
They don't get along well?
You get along a lot better with a weapon and a kind word than a kind word alone.
Get across.
Show. That'll get our point across, right?
To get that point across.
Get across. To communicate your message, idea, or piece of information to someone. It's important to get across your main point during the presentation.
But it gets the message across.
The message doesn't get across.
Actually get their message across, and they win.
Oh boy, he doesn't have much trouble getting his point across.
But I think it'll get the point across.
You don't say much, but you get your point across.
I couldn't even get my point across.
Maybe that will get my point across even better.
Very successful in getting his ideas across.
Get through.
Cheryl, let's just get through this and go home.
We'll get through this together.
Get through. To successfully deal with or complete a difficult situation or task. To survive or overcome something challenging. He relied on his friends to get through the difficult period after losing his job.
Because if you didn't have to come to me, then maybe you could just get through all this without having to admit.
I'll tell you everything. And you tell me everything. And maybe we can get through all the piss and shit and lies that kill other people. But we still have to get through all those baby songs first.
We'll get through this.
It's the only way we're going to get through this.
Why don't we just get through that right now?
Great, let's get started.
How much for the entire night?
We will never get through this if you don't focus.
To just get through the night, okay?
Get up.
Look, I don't want to be forward, but it's late. And I do have to get up early.
Get up. To stand up or get out of bed. The crowd cheered as the injured player got up and continued playing.
I'm sorry, Basil. I have to get up really early tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's a shame.
No. She has to get up early too, so maybe we could leave.
It's a little weird, not having to get up, go to work in the morning.
What do you mean? I got up this morning, I went to get you guys all coffee, and I came back, and you were gone.
And save me having to get up early to make a lesson plan.
I have to say, this is the last thing I expected when I got up this morning.
Like having to get up in the middle of dinner and come in here and rub one out.
Get around.
Charlie may be new to the city, but apparently she already knows how to get around.
Get around. To go or to travel to different places. We rented bikes to get around the city. Get around. To find a way to avoid a problem. We need to get around this issue with a creative solution.
One way to get around the poor eye contact dilemma is to have the candidate look at the interviewer's forehead.
What we need to do is figure out how to get around the traps.
How do you get around that?
We don't need to.
You and I both know that title is just a way to get around paying what she's earned.
We get around that by considering them as sheets.
Get away with.
There's no way to get around that cart.
Can't believe you thought you'd get away with this.
I'm not going to let him get away with this.
Get away with. To not be punished for doing something wrong. He cheated on the test and got away with it.
We'll never let you get away with your filthy, evil plot.
But of course, those incompetents let the kidnappers get away with my money.
And just because you're gay doesn't mean you get away with turning women into second-class citizens.
You're lucky to get away with your life.
But he knows he can't get away with that now.
Yeah, you thought you could get away with your little ruse, didn't you?
Let's go over the phrasal verbs with get by filling the blanks together as we go through a story. Anna was struggling to manage with her low-paying job, so she decided to get rid of some unnecessary expenses. She sold her old car and started biking to get around the city. At first, it was challenging, but she quickly got over the discomfort and began to enjoy the simplicity of her new lifestyle. One day, she met Lisa, a co-worker she instantly got along with. Lisa had also faced tough times, but managed to get through them by staying positive. Together, they brainstormed ways to get around their financial difficulties, trying to identify the root of their money troubles and solve them once and for all. Lisa suggested starting a blog to get across their tips and ideas about living frugally. The blog became unexpectedly popular, and even when they made a few mistakes, they somehow got away with them because their readers appreciated their honesty and humor. Every morning, Anna would get up early to work on the blog, feeling a sense of purpose and excitement. Over time, their efforts paid off, proving that with determination and a little help from a good friend, they could get through any obstacle in life.